Fresh J's. What it do, what it does. It's your boy Jonathan Tumblin.
Mark Boyd.
It's Barry Jones.
We got two guests in the house, man. I'll let you guys introduce yourselves.
Ladies first.
Ladies first,
Hey,
naturally.
y'all. I'm happy to be here. I'm Katrina. Hey.
Hey,
Hi, Katrina.
where you from? What's your zodiac? How tall is you? No, just playing.
What up, everybody? It's the speech guy, Tony Asar, ASAR, coming from the land of sugar free. So you know it's nothing sweet, but everything's nice. Straight out of P-Town, Pomona, California.
I love
Ooh.
I love it. I love it.
Sign off. That's more
Okay.
That's, yeah, I'm glad we
Can
caught
you
that on
repeat it
ours.
though?
What up, everybody? It's the speech guy, Tony Asar, ASAR, coming from the land of sugar free.
True to this. I ain't new to this.
I do this. Well, like you said, he's from Pomona. You want to tell people where are you from, Katrina?
I
don't even know
am
that.
from Detroit, Michigan. Woo
Oh,
woo.
versus
Hey.
everybody.
Listen.
You got hands.
You got bodies.
Woo, we got a lot of stuff from the D. Let me tell you. I know y'all know a lot of people from the D. It's,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
it's
Is
one
it-
of those, it's the way you're born with that je ne sais quoi thing about you.
Okay.
To where you just go hard on everything. You don't have to do anything. That's Detroit pretty much.
Why are Detroit rappers so disrespectful?
Because they can be. You want to test them? That's not what you want.
Is it really cold?
Don't
in the
do
D?
that. Pardon me?
Is it really cold in the D?
It gets really cold in the D, mentally and
Okay.
physically.
And physically.
hmm
How accurate was that movie, The Ford Brothers? Because that was supposed to be in Detroit.
Well, the weather was pretty accurate.
Okay.
For the white lady at
The
that
houses looked like that with the front porch, the back porch, the
Straight
basement,
bandos.
the
Okay.
snow, the yard not being shoveled.
Okay.
So y'all just be burying people out there in the ice because they killed an old lady in
Why
the
you gotta say y'all?
And the
Like,
pussy
the
was
girls
dang,
out there.
I wouldn't know how
I feel
accurate
so-
that
The bitch had
was.
die. Damn, y'all kill old white ladies in Detroit.
She
I
owns
feel
a
so
person
really
attacked.
lawless out here.
I cannot confirm or deny. No, my
That
city
old
is
white
a
ladies
loving
are dying.
city. We love everyone. There's
Mhm.
no murders or anything
Oh, no.
ever in Detroit.
Okay.
That's not what T Grizzly said.
That's cap,
I felt like
as the
it's
kids
not.
would say.
it's like murder
Ah.
capital. I think that
Murder cap.
Well, we don't steal. Sometimes we do other things.
We might
but
kill you, but we ain't gonna rob your ass.
We ain't gonna
okay?
take nothing from you.
It's kinda
Just your
petty.
life.
You gonna keep what you die with.
I
Take
love
your
my
fucking
city.
life away
Have
from
any
you.
of you ever visited? It's
I've
really
never
a
been
magical
there.
place.
I've driven through it.
Detroit, yes.
Never got off the freeway.
Driven
though.
through? Did you stop?
No, we didn't get off the freeway. We were trying to get
That's
to
too
Chicago.
much. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm going off of the Ford Brothers. So yeah, I haven't been to Detroit. That's why I was like, oh, this is
Yeah.
Detroit. Ooh.
I haven't seen that film in a while. I mean, I feel like it was pretty accurate though when I was watching
Yeah,
it.
they got British niggas that talk like gangsters.
The same way they got black folks that talk like Mexicans here. I'm like,
Yeah,
where did that
What you
come
talking
from?
about, fool?
Yeah.
See?
Hey, first of all, don't come around here talking about everybody from LA like that. Like, you don't
Mhm.
need it. I don't understand
Right.
what the
That's-
hostility's coming
I had
from.
never heard
It's
such a thing till I
stupid.
got out here. I'm like,
Serio,
be regular. Don't be,
Be regular.
please be regular. Stop
Niggas
with that
from out here looking
arm.
at you like we are.
We are regular, fool.
Like y'all got an accent because what? It was cool. Like I don't get
Nah,
it.
our neighborhoods, like
Mm.
in Pomona, I was literally the only black kid
Yeah, you
in the
don't
shit.
live
So you know, you grow up with the Bonuelos and you know,
The
grab-
Bonuelo.
yeah,
Ooh.
those are
That sound like a
fire.
specific family.
Like no, yeah, my neighborhood it was like brown. I was gonna say some other shit, but it was brown. Like so, you know, sometimes you gotta beat them up just to remind them, like, you know,
Like I'm different from y'all.
yeah, like don't get too proud over here.
Healthy respect, guys. Healthy respect.
But you know, it's the culture's here because
There's not a Latin section in Detroit.
There is. It's called Southwest Detroit,
Okay.
and
And you don't go over there.
we don't have accents. We no, you go over there. Everybody is brothers and sisters. It's all fam in Detroit.
Okay.
So
It is.
yeah, everybody is like, look, either you gutter or you not.
He's
Either you
basing his
respect
shit
the
off
hustle
of
or you
Four
don't.
Brothers. I'm basing mine off of T Grizzly.
You know what I'm saying?
And I'm like,
that's not
what
T
part of
Grizzly said.
Detroit is this nice, beautiful area? Because
Everybody keep their yard nice, because we have grass, you know, and we.
They
It's
got
a pride
standards.
thing. You gotta take care of your grass.
so niggas can get killed for fucking up your yard.
Yes, absolutely. You could get killed for anything in the D,
Damn.
but it's still a nice place.
It's just like
that's not-
Chicago.
It's just every city
soul
got a
music came
hood.
there, baby. I gotta check it out
Yeah.
one time.
Man, Motown left
Gotta
and
come
that shit
correct.
got bad.
Just saying.
It's
and
not,
what?
it's not bad. It's
What
all
house
love.
music came from Detroit?
That's
Yeah.
Chicago.
Oh no, what's
rock and roll came from Detroit, didn't it? The first rock and roll DJ was in Detroit, I think.
Oh, I thought it's Chuck Berry from Detroit.
No.
And then rock and roll did not come from Detroit.
I like what you did there. I like that.
Okay, history.
Mark, what was your experience like in Detroit?
I grew up in Chicago, so that's where house music came from. Yeah.
That's how.
All right, Shy-Town, all right.
He was
I
like,
know.
I'm about to rep my city.
I
No,
got
I
the
mean, it
most
wasn't
killer
even-
towns inside of this podcast right now. The Chiracis and the Detroiters.
Chiracis.
The Chiracis.
What's up?
Everybody.
We got for the week? Yeah.
This week in Fresh J's, I asked the question on the social media yesterday. I kind of want to talk about it here.
Oh, what's up?
Second world countries, man. It's not a thing that's often talked about. You only hear about the niggas that's on the top or the niggas that's extremely on the bottom, right?
Okay.
And I thought about this because if the world shuts down again, I'm moving to Jamaica. All right. So get the fuck out of here, yo.
Jamaica.
Yeah.
But
I was
they're
trying
doing
to
very well in Jamaica right
yeah,
now.
they're doing pretty
They
good.
thriving.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they kept niggas out.
Wait,
That's
for real?
why.
I don't know.
Okay, cool.
They kept people out. No, they had an earthquake recently. It was bad. But they kept niggas out of Jamaica. But in that like train of thought, like what second world country would you niggas want to go to? Like,
Is Jamaica a second world?
no,
I
it's
think they're
third.
right?
It's third. Yeah.
His question
Wait, we
was,
have
do
to-
second world countries exist?
Exist.
Yes, they
Yeah,
do.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Well,
what
I
other?
learned it in the comment section. But so technically, that's real shit.
Yeah,
I
put me
did.
on.
But so it's a Cold War term, and the easy way to think about it is any country that was against America in the Cold War. So Russia, China, most of Southeast Asia, is considered a second world country, and any of the what we now call the Western world, so Europe, America, and a couple other places, are first world countries.
Mhm.
And then we have third world countries, which were just like mostly the poor countries.
Wait,
Yeah.
Japan is not a first world country?
What
Is it
side?
not? Is
What,
it though?
what side did
Japan's
they pick?
doing very well. But
It's not, but that's what I'm saying. It's not based off of how well the country's
It's
doing.
just they were
It's
against
based off
America
of
at the time.
whose side you were on in the Cold War.
yeah, but
Hmm.
third world country is based off of poorness, though.
But yeah, it's
But
strictly poorness.
but I never said Japan was a third world country.
Yeah, no, I'm saying
Yeah, I'm just-
if you say third world country is because of the poorness, the question was the degrees of poorness.
Poorness, yeah.
Am I tripping?
I think we're trained
Well,
to
you
think
just tell
that
me what
because
that
of
is.
those kids with the fly on their face. We be like, third world
Third world,
country.
yeah, exactly.
For real. Yes.
That can only be
No,
possible.
Straight up, though.
They
But
lost. I feel like
Japan-
Japan is
so-
doing better than us.
But I'm pretty sure Japan would have been a second world country.
Well, part of Japan, like their cities are thriving,
Uh,
but they probably don't have anything outside of that island.
Because even in America, there's towns growing smaller because there's not enough population in certain spots, so they're technically poor. So in Japan, probably like the key cities.
Yeah,
you know,
Tokyo is very nice.
yeah, it's
you know what I'm
very
saying?
nice.
Yeah.
But if you go to, it's,
What the fuck?
That's why 1975 racist.
I
bit.
think that's
Thank you.
racist.
No, it was. That's why I did it. I had fun. Thank
All
you. Tony Asar,
The
let's play.
question mark is who's making up the guidelines for this second and third
That's
world?
White
country?
people,
Yeah, the
Mm.
they. Ooh, that's
America,
making up
America.
these rules.
Yeah, I don't understand how America just gets to say this is that and then that's that. Like, motherfuckers, because we got a military.
The nuclear bomb.
Yeah, we got like yeah,
The fact that we showed we'd use it.
yeah, we got actually crazy enough to push,
to push that button. Yeah, that's the.
that is some interesting shit. What y'all think about the baby?
Man, that was gonna be
All right.
a good
I was just
topic
like,
right
I
here. I
came
want to
in
hear
late.
from Katrina first.
Yeah, hit
That's
us with
pretty
it.
hot. I mean, I really need the facts. Like, what did he actually say? Because I understand what he said about the homosexual community. And he didn't bash them. He just said, okay, shout out to people that don't do this in the
Right.
parking lot. But then what is it that they threw in there
It-
with women?
I don't know about
Now-
the women.
Because he
part.
said if your
I-
pussy,
if your pussy don't, if your pussy tastes like water. Yeah.
Then make some noise or don't make some
It
noise.
makes
some
Exactly,
noise.
make some
If
noise.
it don't taste like water.
If it don't taste
Shut the
like
fuck
water.
Be
up.
quiet,
That's
please.
what-
Let
Be
me
quiet,
say
please.
this. Let me say this, because I'm an artist. The baby is an artist,
Mhm.
and I'm a fan of his art.
Mhm.
We should just respect his art. People always got something to say, Because the leaders of the homosexual community are thriving. I feel like when it comes to women's rights and African American rights or whoever, we need the leaders of the homosexual community because they leaders know how to get shit done. It's like you can't come for
In
them
under 24
at all.
hours.
You see what I'm
In
saying?
under 24 hours, this nigga
We
got
wouldn't even
kicked
know
off
what
of
to
every-
ask for if we had that kind of power. Like, do we ask Starbucks for holidays or is that only something that the homosexual community can get rainbows in Starbucks windows? Like, I don't know. But what I'm saying is,
I want Frederick
Just
Douglass
respect
looking
the
at me when I
art.
pull up a Starbucks.
Every
Frederick.
employee, here's your Frederick Douglass afro for the month, motherfucker. You wearing
nobody
shit
was
all month.
complaining when Baby said he the type of baby that'll fuck the babysitter. Nobody was protesting for
Right.
babysitters across America. Like,
Right.
Hilarious.
come on.
Right.
I think the way I look at it, the outrage is like from like there was no necessity in saying
That part.
it. You know
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
get
Like,
why
nigga, you
it
just
went
said
there.
that shit because he was instead of just being
Random.
like, "Yo, make some noise for yourself" or something like it was like
Yeah, but that's boring.
it is, but and I get it,
That's boring as hell.
but at the same time, like, well, if there's no necessity to it, you
And he
probably
was
deserve to
talking
get
to a
talked to for
specific
doing
artist.
it.
And plus, it was like what 100,000 people there.
Mhm.
I bet that's a different type of energy. I know when we do rooms of 60, 100, we like, ooh, charge. This nigga had like 100,000
Oh,
people.
yeah,
there.
he was
probably
running
like,
around on 30.
anything goes.
That nigga had nuts.
I mean, yo, he was saying things about AIDS and shit like that. I'm not saying that it's not mostly gay people that get AIDS. I don't know the numbers to be completely honest, but I would say that like I would say it was a bashing. I would say that he was using
Kayla, can you get us the numbers?
he was using harmful rhetoric, harmful AIDS
Yeah.
rhetoric towards gays. So I would say
Yeah.
that. And I'm not saying, this is what I'll say. I'll say that I don't want to have to defend when a nigga says some dumb shit just because he's a nigga.
I feel you on that.
I hate that just because I'm black and a
feel you.
dude, now I have to stand by your side. No, you said some dumb shit,
You
bro.
should have been
Facts.
quiet,
And
nigga,
that's
and
it.
ate
And I
your
feel
food.
like what you could have said some other shit, or also like it's not like an attack on our masculinity when you do some dumb ass shit.
It's
you know
not.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not that, and it's not like all the gays are. It's like no, that's harmful. Like that
It's
type of
harmful
shit.
rhetoric.
Yes,
Yeah.
and that type of shit, motherfucker, gets them beat up and all that type of
Nah, types
thinking.
of shit. Nah, yeah.
Gets them
Yeah.
stabbed
Well-
on nights and shit like that. It does happen.
In my devil's advocate of opinion,
What's up? Yeah, let's do this.
I think that this
Mark ready
nigga
for this shit.
was totally fine for doing what he did. He was calling out people who are closet gay.
Was he?
Man.
Not closetly.
Man, he said you wasn't sucking dick in the parking lot before you came over here.
But an open homosexual would suck dick in
Yeah,
the
so
But
parking
an
lot.
open homosexual wouldn't be upset with what he's saying either.
Nah,
Why did they
apparently
get to
they
the-
were. Apparently they are. Nigga, like,
I think it was the that's why I said devil's advocate. But I think it's the AIDS.
And I can't
community.
do an Asian voice.
And there's no AIDS. There's no AIDS community. There are people with AIDS.
There's a community of that. How do I say? Advocates for people with AIDS. bro.
that's
Okay, we
Yeah.
all should like be like, hey, we don't want anybody to get AIDS.
Yeah. But if I'm at my concert,
So I'm in it too.
If
Not
I'm
make
at
the
my
people with
concert-
AIDS feel bad about being at the
Yeah.
show. Like,
But you
that's
know,
very
yeah.
true. Like,
Okay,
you
yes,
gotta
come
be-
on.
you never heard of an AIDS walk, bro?
There's been an AIDS walk. There's
Yeah,
breast
So
Cancer.
cancer.
those
Every
people
year.
are the outraged people.
There's
Yeah.
breast cancer walk. but
Yeah,
that's
so if you
disease.
start talking bad about titties, the breast
Anybody
cancer
who ain't
people
got their
gonna come
titties
for you.
cut off to the breast cancer make some
Yeah, but that's
noise.
a
That'd be
disease that, like, it's a disease. So it's like that affects everybody. So there could be cancer.
Maybe
people.
he was tired of seeing that shit in the parking lot. Like maybe before
That's what I'm
each
like,
concert, he walked by
He's
and
like, "God
he catch
damn."
people and they just
Yo,
get all out of
y'all-
hand. Because let me explain
Yeah.
something. It's certain things as a family that you can't, like when I was married, it's certain stuff we couldn't make out in public. Yeah, I go to the beach and I'll see a homosexual couple like going at it right
Yeah,
next to
I
the
feel that.
family beach. We wasn't like secluded in Malibu. We just like out. And why they get to get away with sucking dick in the parking lot? Like if that was a hooker sucking dick in the parking lot,
I gotta go to jail.
that would not be okay. Why do they have rights that other people don't have?
There shouldn't be kids at Rolling Loud.
This nigga
What
funny.
kids is at Rolling Loud? Right? That's an 18
There are
play.
mad kids that Rolling Loud.
Regardless if it's the
Tickets?
kids or
I-
not, how do you know we want to see somebody getting head before we go in here to watch the baby in concert?
Wait, so if we
To
do
play
have more-
devil's advocate to
There we go.
that, there is
Please
nothing
play.
saying that you and your husband ex-husband, I don't know,
Yeah, go for it.
couldn't be making out at the beach, and there's nothing saying that if a girl wants to suck dick in the parking lot, she can't.
People would be like,
You
get a
gonna
room.
respond to
People would
each
be
the
like,
same way, like, nigga, you really sucking this dick right here?
Yeah.
And then the baby gonna get on stage and he gonna say,
But he's not saying.
to all the
But why is nobody advocating for the tuna fish pussies, man?
That part, right?
the tuna fish.
He said if it smells like water, make some noise. That's the only people
That's
that
also
know.
ignorant. Man. If you know anything, pussy smells different every day of the week. You know what I'm
That
saying?
part.
Fuck, you can have a good week and a bad week.
And it
Oh,
also
God.
matters on hygiene.
This what we doing.
Wipes.
Y'all
Oh,
brought
sorry.
me on here to talk
Ain't no
about
sorry,
how
this
pussy
is
smell.
Anatomy 101 show, right?
Katrina, this
was-
is why we
was
actually
that
brought you
ignorant
on
shit or
here is
was
for
it
this
dumb?
segment.
Was that ignorant?
I think it was just dumb. I
There we
mean,
go.
him doing it was it was just dumb. It was just dumb. I don't think it was a cancellation policy like this nigga's been getting, but shit.
I mean, if a country singer got up there, you know, it was like,
But the country community wouldn't go against. They don't go against their people.
They audience
don't.
is
Unless you the
different.
Dixie chicks that you try to say.
No,
that's
if
right.
they got on and was just like,
No,
oh, you
that's
motherfuckers getting
fair.
ball
That's
fades
fair.
and wearing Jordans. I hate that fucking shit, right? And getting diabetes. It'd be like, okay.
if
like-
he said everything that comes before the word nigger
yes.
on stage, like, yeah, black people would be in a race. We
They'd
don't
be
have
in
enough
rants.
black country fans to make a difference, but
Lil Nas
Yeah,
is bridging that gap for y'all, man.
he would,
Black country.
All right.
fans.
Side note: his music do slap. I'm sorry,
I'm a fan.
It do. Like, close your eyes to the music video. But if you actually listen to it, I'm like, oh, this nigga kind of.
Well, I didn't mind the music video because the nigga was dancing on himself. It's like,
He was
all right,
dancing on
people
himself.
are outraged about this nigga giving himself a lap dance. They're like,
Shout out to his editor then
Yeah,
to make
yeah,
that
it's
happen.
pretty dope.
Yeah.
Jeez, art on art. Mm.
why do we keep letting these gay people bother us, nigga? I feel
because
like
they keep talking to her out loud.
That's
if they just
fair.
live their lives like we live our lives,
you know what
I think everybody would be fine, bro.
I
keep
feel
No,
like
we
talking
would
there's
out
a,
take the
loud.
power away if we didn't give a fuck.
I feel like if we just ignored it,
Yep.
it would be over. It'll take a
Okay,
while. You
we've
know
all
what
been
I'm
to
saying?
high
But,
school, right?
Mhm.
There's a gay kid in your class, in your
Mhm.
graduating class.
Mhm.
Ignoring his sexuality, did he ever stop telling you he was gay? No, nigga. You knew every day he was gay. If you didn't say nothing about it, you knew every day that fucking Marcus was gonna come down the hall and be like, hey, bitch. And then he was like, I need some dick.
I'm not gonna lie. There is a section of people that you can just kind of tell, right? When we
Yeah,
was
right.
kids,
He
and
look-
it was
like-
like, we know where this one's
Yeah.
going. Like, you know,
And then you see him hanging out with the football players, you be like, oh,
this nigga too.
this nigga too. Damn.
You just came for the football players in America that's homosexual. Is that what you doing,
That's what
Jonathan?
he
Man, there's,
Yo.
there's more
Coming for the
gay.
reality.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm tripping.
They know they gay. I don't know why they scared to
You know,
say it.
yo, we're
As
2
a-
seconds from having like
As an ex-football player, no, we are not all gay. I'm
Not
sorry.
all. No,
Okay.
Spencer, you better speak up.
You
You
know, I had
better
to
tell
really know. I had
them.
to time it
If I-
out.
if I was
right
an
There's
quick.
nothing wrong with it if you
Hold
were,
on,
though.
first
There's
of
nothing
all,
wrong with it
nigga,
if you were.
No.
Right, chill out.
There's gay people in everything.
Yeah,
Yes, of
there's
course.
They're in
definitely gay
everything,
basketball.
and the
players.
reality is probably a higher number than you realize.
Right.
This
And
is true.
they're in
That's true.
hiding, and because
And
of
we love
this-
them.
well,
Of
whatever
course.
you feel.
I was in
that
drama
they
club in
exist.
high school, and my mama used to ask me questions. Okay,
Right.
she was like, "Why do you want to do that?"
I just feel like, yo,
The
we're
point
a
is,
sec-
why do they get to be extra sensitive though? Even women, we have to be tough. We can't be extra sensitive. So why they get
They took
like
that away from you. Oh,
that's what, no, they didn't take it away from us. We just feel like
damn.
we come hard and we do and take and
That's-
just make a name for ourselves. We don't want that sympathy easy way.
That's
we real
true.
tough out here, you know.
That's true.
But all
Especially,
I'm saying
my
is,
sisters, you know what I'm
so
saying?
they feelings got hurt. So now he got to lose what he worked for because somebody. This it go
Just
back
this
to Chappelle saying, "Since when America gave a fuck about people feelings?"
Right.
It's that part.
Nah,
Now you can
that's
come at
true.
me with some science and some laws, but these feelings, that shit, I'm getting tired of that.
Feelings thrive on the internet, though.
You
That's
know how
where
many
That's
times
the
people told me
realest.
fuck your feelings and you
It's
just
real.
gotta toughen up?
You know what it is?
that part.
It's the internet.
Oh no,
Because they used to be so spread out. They couldn't, you know what I'm saying? They couldn't,
just gang up on somebody.
you know what I mean? But with the internet now,
It's like
it's,
an
it's
umbrella
easier
academy.
for niggas to, what's it when people come together?
Congregate?
Not congregate, but like that's, I
Unionize.
guess a
A
synonym of
symbol,
it.
maybe.
Yeah.
Unionize.
Yeah, like the Avengers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like the what was them Thundercats where they would come together and make
Oh,
one
Voltron.
suit? Yeah, or
Oh,
Voltron.
yeah.
That's
Gay
what it was.
Voltron, that's hilarious.
There's
Look,
well,
Look,
I mean, they're
look
pretty
at
much.
the
If you think
outfit.
about it, if you think all the top heads of the community, it probably is some shit like that.
True story, backstory. One time, wore a Voltron shirt, didn't think it meant anything, got hit on 3 times, so they might be gay.
Did you?
They
Yeah.
might be gay.
I mean, you know,
Well, cartoons have a
Sound
history
science
of.
right there.
That part.
programming people.
Scooby and
In
Shaggy.
every
You don't know
kind of
what's
way.
niche. Yeah, you don't know what's niche
You
anymore, and
don't.
it could be a signal.
This is
You
don't
don't
like that
even
they
know it.
made SpongeBob gay. I don't like that. SpongeBob is a fucking sponge.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
it's literally an inanimate object.
His mom and his
Now we
dad
got section.
are
I mean, it's-
sponges.
It's interesting that they give so the argument of like who they give a sexual orientation to. What an interesting thing, you know. Like they always have to add a romantic interest or
Yeah.
like this person is something. And if
Yeah.
I was gay and I'm young and I'm looking at the TV and it's like being told to me that only these like this is the only way that you could live life, right? But I had these feelings that are something else. I mean, the world is telling me that I'm not supposed to do this, so I can have an understanding for them wanting representation or want to be able to see
course.
themselves on TV, right? Should we be showing kids even romantic interests of mom and a dude and a girl kissing at young age? I don't know.
I don't
Yes.
think so.
Yes.
Okay, why
Yes.
that? Why you think that?
Let me tell you, I moved to a city in Detroit. It's a suburb called Troy. You move to Troy, and it's like this huge international community.
Mhm.
Even at the bus stop alone in elementary school, there were families from Brazil, families from
That's like a world
China.
country.
And I don't mean I mean fresh off the boat to where they didn't speak a lot of English. And at this bus stop, it was 2 dads. The 2 dads had a surrogate. They had a Caucasian little girl, and they had a little brown boy.
Okay.
And these 2 was going around in elementary school telling everybody that they were twins. And I had to explain to my children how they had 2 dads and why these 2 saying that they twins. My children understood.
The children were saying they were twins? Or
The children were saying they were twins. They were in 2nd grade at the
And
time.
they're black and white. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't see nothing wrong with it, but I was like, oh, what bubble have I been living in to where I didn't know it was time to explain to my children that all this diversity exists. That should be part of the norm. And I was like, listen, them 2 men love each other. They decided I'm only gonna pick one man to be with for the rest of my life, and this is gonna be our family.
So is
End of
it
the
bad
story.
that they were saying they were twins? What part is bad about that?
None of it was bad.
Uh-huh.
It was just different than the bubble I had my family in.
That's
Okay.
why you should
And
have
I
that explanation.
felt bad because I hadn't even explained to them that these things were in the
Exactly.
world.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right.
Yeah, it just wasn't in my area before I.
Oh, and so that's
relocated.
why
I think
it should be
that's-
on TV.
That's why it should be on TV.
There we go.
I think
Okay.
that's
Yes.
what most of this
Yeah.
is, though. Most of it is a culture shock.
Yeah.
It is that.
When we were kids, you didn't see that type of
cognitive
shit.
dissonance.
Right.
When
That's
we
what
were
it is.
kids, you didn't even really see white and black people
Exactly.
interracially. You know what I'm
That's the
saying?
only thing that's different for me.
That part.
Because everything else I've seen. like,
Yeah.
but yeah, the white and black together. I was like, y'all just doing that shit, huh?
What's that other cartoon that caught me off guard? It was
They
a
still gonna
culture
put it on
shock.
TV.
PJ Masks with the cat boy. It was letting young boys know that it's okay if they want a cat costume. Y'all haven't seen this
Yeah.
cartoon? Y'all making these
PJ
faces?
Masks,
It's called
PJ
PJ Masks, and the one character, his name is Catboy.
Yeah,
Cat boy.
that was
And
my
they
He
got
wears
you
a
stuff-
cat outfit all the time.
But he gets super
But he's
fast.
a boy underneath. You know
Yeah.
how you know which Power Ranger is which underneath?
At nighttime,
so
they
under
transform.
Catboy,
Gotcha, okay.
under the cat costume is a boy. And so they wanted,
Wait, what's
if
wrong
little
with being a
boys
cat?
want to be, what's normally a feline.
Right.
Okay.
It's normally kind of
I
feminine.
get it.
But they were saying, look, it's okay if little boys want to be felines.
Nigga, be a cat.
I mean,
So that it's not a culture shock for those coming up.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll-
you got to change
I
it
didn't
somehow.
buy
you know
it
what
for
I mean?
my son because he didn't want to be a cat.
Good.
And
That's
even
fair.
Steven Universe.
I don't know if
a
that's good or bad. I'm just saying, you get your kid what they
That's
like.
good. He didn't want to be a cat. That's
But
it.
if he wanted something and he wasn't represented, how would I feel?
yeah.
That's
That part.
that. You know what I'm
well,
saying?
okay. Let me backtrack.
Come on.
The baby represents a community of niggas that are from the street. Okay,
Uh huh.
Come
niggas
on.
that don't fuck with dick sucking in the parking lot. unless it's they girl.
Sucking dick in
In
the
the
parking
parking
lot.
lot.
Wait,
They don't
Caleb, do you
fuck
put
have
it
the
in the
numbers?
open.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, but so there's a whole community, and that community needs representation. So taking him off of
Wait,
concerts
the
and
hood
shit.
needs
Yeah, bro. Taking the baby.
No, the
That's
most
the
off the
whole Rolling
concert.
Loud is the hood.
the
Hey,
most
man,
ignorant
bro.
of hood niggas is what
Is
he's
that
saying.
what's
That's what
on
he's
the
saying.
thing?
They
Nah,
need
nah.
No,
representation.
have you been to North Carolina?
Once, yeah.
You've met niggas from there?
Yeah.
They
yeah.
need representation. Bro. Those are some ignorant.
That's what my ignorant
logic
brother
ass
said.
nigga. Bro.
I think that I mean, hey, look, fundamentalists, which would be the minds, which would be the rhetoric that people are speaking, saying that that Boosie and the baby are saying that we don't want to see that gay shit. That's fundamentalist. Like, hey, a woman and a man should be together. They definitely have representation. They have documented representation.
I'm not saying that they don't have any He is representing that person though, so he should not be kicked off of a stage.
Oh,
because
okay.
Of how he feels.
I mean, yeah, I guess we really asking that what does the
I feel
If
that.
niggas can
I
watch
kinda
P
feel
Valley,
what
if
he's
niggas
saying.
is watching P Valley
And that's
kicking
representation
it,
for
I
a
mean,
whole-
and they got a whole niche crowd of people that watch
Yeah.
that show.
Which
That's
was
fair.
fire.
That's fair. That's fair. But at the same time, in the grander scheme of him being like taken off of lineups, you got to think that these companies are trying to convey a certain message.
That we fuck
Overall
with gay
message.
people more than niggas.
No, that we fucks that we fucks with gay niggas. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And they don't want certain messages conveyed. They have that right at that point to be like,
hate
nah.
speech, man. You can't be. I would say that was a bashing.
But I
You
don't
know
think he
what
was
I'm saying?
hate speeching. He was just saying
it was
something
a
ignorant.
bashing.
I think it was kind of.
It was a little hateful, bro.
It
I don't
was
know.
the energy from it and just the why, you know. It
yeah,
was-
exactly. Like,
it was
What
like,
about the
you
hype
got-
man? Ain't nobody mad at this
got
nigga?
too much-
That
That's
nigga
how his
definitely
ignorant
hype.
ass
It's
is.
like,
come on,
hey,
man.
The hype man.
suck a dick in the parking lot. Y'all niggas is so. He was saying shit too.
That's what he was doing.
The hype
He
man was in the back.
he was
like,
getting his check.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of paid to
You
say
adverb
anything.
everything
he
I
said.
said.
That
Hype
nigga
man was
standing
doing
up with
his
the,
job.
with the
Hey,
he
you
like,
can't be mad at him.
okay, niggas with HIV.
He must be from Detroit. He take his job seriously.
Okay, niggas sucking dick in the parking lot. Damn, I hate this job.
But pay me 10K a day.
Niggas paying me too much money.
Nobody want to be told what they can and cannot say, especially at their own concert.
Man,
I don't feel like
this
it
is
was a
my
bashing
set.
mark. I'm sorry.
Okay, so we're at the point where we're talking about like how far can free speech go, and at what point is it damaging, or at what point is it controlling, or is it thought police? That's where we're at with it. I mean, look, you could read Mein Kampf or whatever that shit is, Hitler's like manifesto.
yeah.
Should you be able to read that?
Yeah.
On the thing, you think yes?
I would want to read it.
Is it a secret?
Oh,
Should
no,
you be
yeah,
able to read it at Rolling Loud to people? You know what I'm saying? The thing
Oh.
that killed, the thing that motivated motherfuckers to kill 8 million people. Should you be able to read that?
As
I
an
don't think so.
entertainer, I would.
There's
Isn't it public
manifestos-
information?
It is.
I mean,
Okay, there's manifestos on 8chan right now of dudes talking about writing down saying that I should, this is why I'm gonna go kill some Muslims right now. Should we be able to? Should that be?
yes,
out?
yes, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Yes, and I'll tell you why. If it's available to us, it's available to somebody that can stop that type of shit.
If it's available to us, it's available
Well.
to somebody. Okay, so those companies are the ones that are stopping it.
I mean, in that sense, but I'm speaking purely from like your like terrorist plot point of view. That like, yeah, if your manifesto can make it to me, it can make it to the FBI. Like if you're putting it on a public forum like that, yeah, I wouldn't.
So
mind.
reading it at a concert comes with no consequence in your. It was what you're saying.
I think there's.
I mean,
only-
if there's an audience for it,
That's what I'm saying.
reading Mein Kampf
It should come
specifically,
with no
like,
consequence, yeah.
I mean, if
your
that's
shit.
yeah.
That's your crowd.
But here's the thing: is it here? And that's the weird thing. Like, it's not his concert. He's performing at a festival. It's
Yes.
which one was it? Rolling Loud or Lollapalooza?
I think-
Rolling Loud. All right, that's Rolling Loud's concert.
Yes.
So what they're saying is, at our concerts, we don't want you saying that. Now, if the baby wants to go and rent the arena and do all his shit, he can say whatever. You can do whatever the fuck you want, bruh.
I don't know, bro. If you are a racist that wants to hurt people, and you have a following of people that want to hurt people too, and you guys are reading damaging ass shit.
They're already
Somebody
doing
should
it.
bust that up. I know, but I
Why
want somebody
promote
to
it?
come and bust that up before they go bomb or shoot up a school.
Yeah, we
That's
can't
what
shrug
happened.
our shoulders on
What are we-
motivating
But no, but that's what I'm
violence.
telling you.
Yeah.
Like, if they're doing it out in the open like that, that's the type of shit you can't plan something like that in the open. It's gonna get shut down.
So there's an argument that people that that there's the thought police is coming. I'm like in a weird place about it as well, but there's an argument that what I'm saying, these boards or these groups or these chats, they're coming into these chats and shutting them down, like 8chan and like all these Facebook groups that were hateful, and then they're talking and fielding, and some of these groups are all connected and had to do with that,
Yeah.
with that shit of rushing the Capitol, right?
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of people that were like, yeah, we're talking, built up enough energy to go do shit like that. That is dangerous, and now we have, I mean,
That is dangerous.
That's we can
and
all
look,
agree
if
on
I'm
that.
black though, or if I'm a socialist or something, and we're talking all grouped together and saying, hey man, we're gonna get together and build a free breakfast program or some shit like that.
That's a different
Different what?
in action energy, because you're talking about a positive action energy.
They
coming
could,
from,
but the CIA or the
But-
FBI would look at that as negative. That's why they killed. You know what I'm saying? That's why they killed Fred Hampton. Like, no nigga, yes. You see what I'm saying?
that part as
So
well.
I don't know where the line is, but I know if you're reading Mein Kampf or saying hate speech on stage, I can see how that's damaging, man. I can.
No,
I
definitely,
wouldn't
it's
say it on
definitely down.
stage,
Yeah, I'm
but
sorry for you, tuna fish.
I don't
pussy
know.
bitches, man.
That's
Back to that.
I don't know.
Hate
I read the
speech.
Communist Manifesto. I'm not out here red flagging it. You know what I mean? Some
Yeah.
stuff is. I would read Mein Kampf because I don't know, man. Shit, I never read it, and it's like historical. It's like
Well,
it's,
since
It meant something to a lot of people. I might as well
It's
see what they
kinda
was talking
historical.
about.
Well, you get done reading it, like, you know what? I hate niggas too.
It's like, well, I read Langston Hughes. W.B. Du Bois. I just like, for me personally, on a side note, I like historical texts.
Right,
like
right.
that. So I would read it
Just because.
just because, as a fan of historical texts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll read it, but reading it on stage, yeah, because then it can become a rally real quick. And
Yes.
motherfucker could be like, you know what?
Yes.
This nigga got a point.
He's on to something.
Like they start screaming after each word he did.
Yeah.
Okay, get on a.
Before we get stuck on this topic, too,
Okay,
like,
cool,
I just
cool,
wanna,
cool.
Facts,
I want to offer one more thing to this, right?
Yeah. What's up?
If there's a place to tell someone that you can't say that about my community, right?
Mhm.
So we're gonna take you off of things.
The platforms, okay.
Why is there not a space for people who don't want to see homosexuality on their television?
Nobody's built it, and anybody that's built it hasn't been backed by the people themselves.
But the people
Mm.
who don't want to see it have no place to go.
If
They can
if
change
somebody
the
had built
channel.
it, yeah. If
Change the channel
somebody
to what?
if somebody had built it,
Sports.
I mean,
Where they're talking about this
Anything.
person just
Golf.
came out the closet and we're so proud for him.
Listen, the
Where are you
leaders.
gonna go for sure?
Since the leaders of the homosexual community get so much shit done, they just need to come together and say, look, we can talk about everything. We won't be in our feelings so long as we're not talking about murdering a whole race of people.
That
But guys,
That's the
gay-
only thing
Yeah.
that should be off limits.
Yeah.
Back to that manifesto is if you're talking about
Murder.
hurting. If
Hurting.
you're talking about hurting a whole group of people
I
just
mean-
because of the way they look or how they was born, like
That's fair.
that's the only thing that's
Yeah.
not acceptable. But if you're just freedom of speech talking about what you don't want to see in the parking lot or what you don't want to see on TV, that should be okay and get out your fucking feelings.
Yeah, some ignorance should be
Boosie keep
okay.
getting kicked off Instagram.
It's some.
I guess it's to
Yeah,
one level
yeah,
that
yeah.
ignorance
Come
should be
on.
allowed.
Like,
Yeah.
are we really
Yeah.
going to educate everybody and everything on?
No,
every
we're
matter
not.
on
We're
that?
not.
It's like, so some.
We're not.
And again, I guess this goes back to Jonathan's point. Like, there is a community, whether you like it or not. There is a community of niggas who thought every.
Okay, so
This-
wait.
honestly-
Jonathan say thugs ain't got no place to
No.
go. They don't have no channels to watch. Like, get out of here
High
with
key.
that. It's plenty of stuff to
But
watch.
like-
Y'all got freaking porn, dude, where y'all do whatever.
Why is it gotta be sex related, man?
Because you talking about the tuna pit, like your brain is already on pussy all day. That's why.
I felt bad for the girls who pussy don't taste like water. God damn.
You feel bad for them. You got
Mhm.
all kind of
not
stuff for
married.
those women.
They
All
don't
kind
get
of natural
married.
stuff. They probably don't want to be They breath probably
they don't
stink
wanna-
What
too.
should have happened is that you'd be like, now here for a Summer's Eve commercial. Right after that shit, it would have been fine.
would've been hard.
But he didn't brand it properly. Son.
If he would have branded it properly, he would have had a new fan base.
Technically.
This is correct.
Technically, they
Feel
would use
bad
that
for 'em.
soundbite.
They would've used that soundbite.
Has anyone seen the movie Zola?
Not yet.
Mm-mm.
I have not seen
I read
that.
the Twitter.
But you know
I remember the story.
Yeah, I remember the
yeah,
story.
Tell me
remember
his
the
story. I
story.
don't know.
You don't know the story of Zola?
No,
That
I
shit
do
is
not.
wild.
Hit us
So-
with
Give me
it.
the
Hit us
short
with it.
version.
I'll give you a short wrap up. The movie is cinematically and it's beautiful.
Okay.
Like the way they shot that shit.
Okay.
But there's a girl from the D.
Mhm.
Her name is Zola, actually. And
I'm with you so far.
she met a white girl
Okay.
at a restaurant that she worked at to stop stripping for her boyfriend. She went on a trip with this white girl who had a pimp, but she found out after she watched the white girl turn her first trick. So then there was
Is
supposed
this
to
a comedy or you just find
Oh,
it
no,
funny?
it's just-
No.
I mean,
No,
she
no,
found
no.
it funny.
No,
Yeah, like,
but
the girl
she-
who wrote it found it.
She
funny.
thought it was hilarious.
So she,
Come on. So did
she,
you, because you cracking up.
It's hilarious.
Yes.
She
It's wild.
thought she went to go just dance, like at clubs. And shit. She was a little shake dancing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But then the white girl was a thot. So then she was only getting paid like $150 per trick, right? Until Zola had the genius mind to up the price of the pussy.
Okay.
This pussy is worth more than
People from
$150.
Detroit definitely hustle.
She
Mm-hmm.
hustled. She hustled and hustled and hustled to the point where they almost got robbed by some niggas that they met at the hotel. But then they got out of that situation because the Haitian nigga that was the pimp of the white girl was a smart ass nigga, man. He was exactly how I
Shout
thought
out
he
to
would
Haiti.
look in the movie too. He was exactly how I thought.
When
he
I
would
read
look.
it, I was like, that's how that nigga look.
So then Zola pretty much buys her freedom because she made this nigga so much money off pimping this white girl that she goes back home, you know? And the white boy that was the white girl's boyfriend was on the whole trip thinking she was just gonna be stripping and she getting fucked. And he jumps out of a window.
Yeah.
And this was a good movie.
It's a true story.
It was a Twitter feed that
Yeah.
was
Super duper duper viral.
Yeah.
They turned it into a movie.
great film.
Wow.
Was it James Franco bought it?
He bought
Bought
it,
the
but
rights.
the girl didn't like the way he was trying to flip the story and shit.
That's
Girl
Spring
Trip.
Breakers.
Spring Breakers.
Spring Breakers. That's what that turned into.
Oh, that was a shitty movie.
Yeah.
Trash.
Yeah.
Oh, that was gonna be Zola.
Wasn't
Yeah.
Riff Raff was in it?
Riff
Yeah.
Raff and
No.
Gucci was in
No,
it.
no, no.
Gucci was in it.
No.
It was Fat Gucci.
Yeah.
James Franco was dressed up to look like
Riff
Riff Raff.
Riff Raff,
That's
yeah.
what it was.
He appropriated his culture.
He appropriated Riff Raff's culture.
Yeah.
Which
'Cause he
is
got his own shit.
absolutely hilarious.
Yeah,
I
Riff
love
Raff is rich
as a
fuck.
meme. Yeah, he's hilarious.
So the question is, will this film uplift women or not?
I think it's
Wow, let's talk about
Oh, that's my
whether
question.
selling pussy is women liberation.
Wait, can he answer?
Is
Do you
sex
think-
work work?
Do you think the film, because I'm not sure the way the editor and the art was packaged,
Uh-huh.
do we think this is something that would make women proud or not?
I think-
Proud or
I-
empowered?
Empowered.
I think
A
it is
specific group of
something
women.
that would educate women and in turn empower them. Yeah,
Education, knowledge is power.
key.
knowledge
Knowledge is power. That
So
was-
the women in
Don't
this
leave it
film
hanging,
ended up
Oh,
with
no.
the power.
No,
happened.
I think they ended up going to jail, right? The white girl and the Haitian dude.
yeah.
They ended up going to jail in real life.
In real life, yeah.
And she ends up seeing it all happen on,
On
the
the
news.
news.
Yeah, that's what I remember from
Zola.
the tweet. Yeah.
But Zola got paid and she all right.
Zola Gucci.
She made
Oh
her
yeah,
own,
she
yeah.
sold her story. She make millions.
Yeah.
This is empowerment for her on how to.
Well, it's also just the
The truth can be liberating.
The truth is liberating,
You
but
see?
I
Yeah.
think it's a good story for women who are in that
That life.
that lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's like, man, you really gotta be careful out there in them streets. You know what I mean?
They know if they out there, they already are hip to this.
It's some dumb
wild
wild
Yeah.
out there. It's some girl turns 18 every day. You know what I
Shoo,
mean?
jeez. I mean,
I've heard that saying before.
look,
I
look,
get
dudes
that.
have been shaming.
There's a logic
Men
to
have been
that.
shaming women from taking advantage of their own sexuality and sensuality since the beginning of time. You know what I'm saying? To where we're at today, women can actually, what do you want to call an investor or cash out on it. I don't know what that's gonna do to society. It doesn't like it's too bad right now. Depending on what angle you look at it as.
The
And-
Instagram angle.
The Instagram angles. So
angles.
the angles. So I mean, look, I'll say that I am in no place to shame anybody, but it's interesting. It's very interesting. You know, like
Yeah.
it's interesting.
What's gonna happen after we've seen everybody's ass?
Yeah, what's gonna happen when
Y'all gonna want to see more ass.
Man,
You
we
think
gonna
y'all would
get-
get tired of seeing ass?
I would
No.
just have access to it?
I'm not gonna play myself like
I'd
that.
rather just have an ass that I can play with, like close to me.
What happens when the iCloud
I
gets
watch
hacked
porn and
by
have
the
sex,
hackers and
okay, like,
everybody's nudes
Not
drop?
tired.
Jesus.
Mm.
Everybody's nudes are
Let
gonna
me
drop. at
explain
some
this
point.
about ass though.
Okay.
It's
Oh,
it's ass everywhere. I'm watching the Olympics. Did y'all see the sand volleyball uniforms?
Well, I mean, that's why I used to watch volleyball.
the women.
That part.
Exactly. I mean, women's ass is out everywhere.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's kind of normalized. I almost feel like,
Mhm.
you know how when we were growing up, certain words you couldn't say, probably like bitch and damn,
Uh-huh.
and now you can say those on the radio.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
ass
yeah.
can be on TV now.
Your
Mhm.
our tolerance is super high for what we can take now.
Now, unless we get with the leaders of the homosexual community as women, because they're the ones that know how to get change, and we can get longer volleyball shorts. Like, really? We got better things to do with our time. Look
What,
at the
than show
ass.
ass?
It's art. I mean, but
It is art.
here's
Look
the
at the ass.
problem.
It's
Here's the
ass
problem.
and
God's
booty.
art.
God art.
Women, I bet y'all agree with that shit. This is so interesting.
What?
That it's God's art. Yes, more ass on
Goddess.
TV.
I
That's
wouldn't
So
say
you're saying
God
less
art,
ass,
but there
or
is.
what I'm saying is get over it. It's just ass. Everybody has one.
If we get over, it, we ain't gonna keep making babies.
Man.
What?
If we get over ass, what do I have to live
I
for?
get your point. I think you're saying
Here's
like
the problem.
If I, as a man, are not motivated by buns, what am I here for?
but some girls don't
Just to
have
grab
buns.
something soft. What else are y'all doing with ass? What else? It's only so many things you can do. You should see the faces in this room. It's only so many things you can do with ass. So it never gets played out.
You're limiting my creativity.
Every
Dude,
every
okay.
nigga in here started thinking about what they could do to
It's
his ass.
almost
They
like-
was
Don't tell me I
shit.
can only do
Okay.
a few things with that.
It's almost like the musician.
I think it's because it's behind you. You don't.
You
know
don't see.
good idea.
how
You cannot
much we
see.
admire.
If you had my view,
If only you can see through the beholder, because that is what the beauty is.
And
Well, that's
isn't
just
it-
great.
Isn't it?
It's just
privy
like
to-
chicken. You never get tired of it because
Yes,
people.
it's always gonna be
There's
tasty.
chicken
But
everywhere.
curves are privy to certain tribes and certain cultures, especially in art.
Right.
I
Yeah.
mean, we just regular African
Men
American
are
people,
visual.
but
We-
you know,
Mhm.
starting from the first tribes, you walk around with the thing and it moves in a certain way. That's why bouncing really is a dance from tribal settlements
Mhm.
to show off the
Mhm.
power and the ferociousness of the hips.
Of your childbearing.
Of your childbearing hips. There's
Yeah.
fertility. There's
Mhm.
there's a lot to go with that. So
Mhm.
I mean,
On a
innately
primal.
on a primal. Well, nigga, we men, nigga, we innately as
We're
fuck.
animals.
Yeah, that's true.
Very
like-
visual
like,
and very animalistic.
Yeah.
hey,
Naturally.
we chivalrous
We love
at
it.
times when trained right, but
do we.
at the end of the day, yeah, they do. I like
They
that.
like toxic.
We
niggas,
do.
boy.
It's
They
the whole
kinda-
predator prey thing.
Yeah, they like,
We
this nigga's
just
the
don't
killer.
like to be objectified. we are so tired of being objectified. Like,
Talk to
why
Instagram.
is it all you see is an object? Like, there's so much more.
You gotta talk to Instagram about that.
This started with men have been shaming women, and it's okay for women to sell their bodies, and so those women that are putting themselves on
Instagram.
OnlyFans are selling themselves as an object and want to do that.
And
Well,
it's-
I'm not speaking of that business mindset
Oh, okay,
that the
cool.
women have created on OnlyFans. I'm speaking of women in other areas of business
Okay.
are tired of being objectified.
feel that.
That's what I'm saying. Because there's a place for every woman.
You should have a choice
in her business, and
I
she can
mean-
use whatever she wants to make money.
What
I'm
about
all
the
for it.
nurse that works at the hospital that got to show you how thick she is in her nurse outfit, though?
She got to show you.
Yeah.
Is that what she was like? When I wake
She
up,
be on the
I
gram.
want to
They be
make
on-
sure
they be on
that I wear
Instagram.
tight scrubs
They be
because
on Instagram.
Jonathan may roll through here today.
Not me. Instagram gonna roll through. Everybody gonna pop up.
You know, it's nice to get a compliment. It's
again-
nice to somebody to look at you.
Everybody
you
gonna pull
know.
up on Instagram.
I
Mm.
think the value of validation
You
is
figure it
so huge right now. It's really weird how much of these likes are like firing neurons in our brain. You know, you get a like, and like someone telling you that they like what you just posted. It like literally is firing shit off in our brain now at this
Dopamine.
point. It's someone saying they like you, and so I think that we're just in such a withdrawn society now of like not actually having warm interactions with people, or like we're not really close to our families like we used to be and shit like that. So the sense of community is just different. It's fucking in another realm. So, you know, you're getting a lot of your normal social shit that we get because we're animals from this source. Very weird.
And just to say, also, no, well, because that is, you know, because that is
Come on,
one
Tony.
element,
No, this is
but that element, it does, again, it talks to a specific group. I think what you're doing is applying to the overall model of it, but you got to kind of realize that, you know, even before the Instagrams and shit like that, niggas ain't used, there's no civil training for us. You know, like, especially on how to deal with certain things. So boyish antics come with us into manhood, and then unfortunately trickle down into a certain sense. Now, certain people with certain parents have certain vibes. They know, hey, open the door for this lady, woo, address her as this, that, and the third. And then some people, some men from certain backgrounds, whether they were allowed to express their sexuality. First of all, black men, we're not allowed to go outside of the pussy. You know what I mean? So there's problems with that. There's no frustrations.
Whole can of worms.
No,
There's a frustration there.
It's,
There is
Don't
frustration
mumble over
there.
it. Let me hear what you're really saying.
I was just doing my little Beetlejuice thing, but I
Okay,
can
what are
snap
you
back
guys
to
not
it.
allowed to do?
Well, I feel like, cause me, I go both ways. I'm chill with that. That's my thing. But
Clarify both. Okay.
dick, pussy, dick, asshole. They all taste good. They all the same to me.
Real shit.
Like
Okay.
boomies. I like trans women. Oh, that's a thing. I date them in public. I go outside. But also, no, cause like I'm just saying, because from my experience of growing up with that, and like, you know, I'm the weirdo or whatnot.
Gave us a visual.
But yeah, man, I don't got no shame in my shit, nigga. This is the speech guy, Tony. Sorry, Tony.
And like,
Don't be sorry.
the world is, I feel like you had a whole thing to say. Please finish.
No. So all I'm saying is, it's like, again, with the overall antics that a lot of women are facing, be it in regular day-to-day life, be it in the work field, be it in just overall how you're experiencing life, I feel like a lot of it comes because, one, men as, I guess, I'm going to say American men, this is all I've been to, American men as a society, there is no real training or mannerisms in how we are supposed to interact on a day-to-day, how we are supposed to, let alone express our feelings, but express our wants and express our desires. Because all that, like, it's not just keeping down the sadness and being a man. You got to keep a lot of things suppressed as a man. And so certain
Facts.
interactions, I feel, are creating these impromptu childish remarks, which are going against the grain, coming off very disrespectful. But unfortunately, because once again, there is no training. There used to be a small time period we trained niggas on how to court. We stopped doing that. And I think that's,
Yeah, where's Steve Harvey at with that camp?
I'm just saying.
Fuck Steve Harvey with that shit.
Ooh.
I'm just saying.
Come on.
So
This nigga
without
had 3
all
wives
that,
telling niggas how to get a bitch.
like, man,
So true. We're animals.
We are animals.
He
why I
got
watch
3
a lot
women
of-
to say yes.
I was about to say he did get 3 different
but then
women,
said
so I
no.
But what?
But then they said no.
Steve Harvey's camp on how to get a bitch and lose her in 90 days.
Bestseller.
Bestseller.
got a
Yeah,
Walmart, got a layaway wife.
That should have been the free book bin. At the
Yo, the
fucking
world
library.
is changing and fast. Yo,
Yeah.
we're close. Okay.
It's burning.
What happens when there's an openly
Evolving.
gay rapper that's fire, bro?
We do.
We got
There's plenty of them.
the,
They just want to
No,
say
no, no,
they're
no, no.
gay.
Okay, no, sorry,
Old Town
wait.
Road dude.
I'm not a
Yeah,
rapper.
maybe an openly bi rapper.
Yes.
That's fire.
Tyler the
That's a
Creator.
beast.
Yeah, he is. I think. Or he
That
might.
has videos of him.
Brockhampton. That whole
Videos
group.
of him with both though.
That's a circle
You know
jerk
what I'm
on
saying?
tour.
We ain't seen that.
We haven't seen that.
And that will change the game. I mean, we're right there, but there's like we're right there where that's about to happen, and it's just like I think that motherfuckers will need to be comfortable with themselves.
You know,
If they not,
Everybody
you
just
gotta be
need to
comfortable with
respect each other. This just boils
There
down
we
to
go.
respect.
Yes.
You don't have to be disrespectful to anyone because
Anybody.
it's not your thing.
and that's why Boosie's
That
off
part.
Instagram.
again, for
Is
the
that
third
shit?
time.
again, huh?
Yeah.
Boosie is off. He's disrespectful.
Because he was
But
disrespectful.
I like
He called the
disrespect
creator a
sometimes.
bitch.
He did. You thought I was gonna get you back on?
Boosie ain't scared.
At all.
But at the same time,
Okay, he should make his own platform.
no, not make his own platform. Boosie
It's a private business.
doesn't need Instagram,
Boosie doesn't need Instagram. I think he was that was a big outlet for him.
but he's
Yeah.
still reachable.
Is he?
Wow, how are we looking at Boosie?
He just need to go to Facebook, man. No,
Hey,
they own
hey,
Instagram.
Oh my-
Hey, it's really about Facebook. It's really
Now, the
about
powers
Facebook.
that
Yeah,
be.
but if you
YouTube
can't be
let
on
a nigga say
Instagram,
whatever
you
the
can't
fuck
be
you
on
And that
Facebook.
YouTube is still taking down conservative people, taking down people that say wild shit. Yo,
But Facebook got Facebook groups, so you can find yo.
if there was a
group.
Boosie chat, Boosie
Eh,
rant,
exactly.
Boosie rants, that would be
Somebody would go ahead and troll it and shut it down, though.
I feel like if you can't mute R. Kelly, you ain't gonna be able to shut Boosie down either. We still trying
They
to.
muted the fuck out
Y'all
of
I'm
R.
about to say, well, I ain't heard from Mark Kelly.
I heard R. Kelly
Everybody's
at Buffalo
playing
Wild
it
Wings.
everywhere.
Oh,
Like
Oh, you mean the music? I
Yeah.
thought you meant the man.
Oh, yeah, I've heard it.
the
I
man's
like-
collecting his checks.
The man
Period.
said
He
broke.
will
I'm
forever-
broke, bitch, I'm broke.
Man, bro.
Does he own the master?
He also said he didn't do half the stuff that we know he did. Like
They say he was fucking with little
I don't know
boys.
how to hog tie people.
probably.
They say R. Kelly got video fucking with little boys and shit.
Yeah, I heard
That
that.
is true.
At
Probably.
least, yeah.
See, I don't even understand that with the whole
They couldn't
vaginal
get Michael Jackson,
rejuvenation
so-
thing out here. You can make them size holes whatever you want. You shouldn't even have to go to a little boy. Like
Wait,
you can
No,
dudes
that's
is
not
paying
about.
for.
It's not about that. Obviously.
That's
That's not what it's about. They do
thing.
not care about the whole. They want the whole entity.
That's a
which is
mental
disgusting.
thing.
what if
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
because
you know what?
they have children-sized genitalia?
What'd you just say?
What if it's because they have child-sized genitalia?
Oh, micro penises.
I mean, he's being
I've seen
logical,
one.
but I don't sign off on it.
They're
It's
kind
a-
of
it's a
hilarious.
logic.
No, I'm
I
saying,
just
what if
have no
that's
part with
because
it.
they're like, I
I
can't
have-
satisfy no grown bitch.
Nah,
So I'm gonna fuck a little boy? What?
That's
no,
what the
that
Pope
is
does.
weird. That is weird.
See the feelings. See,
I don't think the Pope do
Well-
that, G. I don't think the Pope.
If you think about it,
we need to stop
that-
caring about people feeling so much.
Hey,
don't
edit
care
my
about
laughs
people's
out,
feelings.
G. I want my laughs.
I was
cut
in the
out.
military. I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck about anybody's feelings.
Yo.
Is that how all people in the military behave? You
Essentially.
said it like it was.
Essentially, they don't
Oh.
care about yours, so you just become that.
All right. That's a whole nother topic.
You
Mental
become that.
state.
that's how you get a kill mode.
Yeah, you get a killer
Hey,
mode.
the kill mode.
Damn.
You are a champion. Okay. Press the button, nigga.
Respect.
I don't feel like shut the fuck up and press the. That didn't happen, but I mean, that's
Mm.
essentially what would happen if I would have tried to fight it, you know?
This is pretty fun.
This is.
I'm
having a
learning
good
so
time.
much.
I'm having a
That's
good
what we're here for.
PTSD. In closing, guys, since nobody saw Zola, man, that makes me sad. The Lakers are adding the entire NBA roster to their team this season, and they're probably gonna lose because they're old as fuck.
Age don't have nothing to do with it.
If Melo doesn't get a ring next
I would
year,
be so. They should, man.
Man,
they
the
should just
bookies
put
in Vegas
Melo-
control
Yeah.
that whole league. Y'all watching
Oh.
something that y'all think is real. It is not.
Oh, I know it's not real.
Yeah, the NBA's been
I've
proving
made
that
plenty
they're
money
It's
in
very,
not
very
March
good
Madness
games
with
before.
college. I'm not watching anymore. It's controlled by the bookies in Vegas.
Even March Madness
Okay.
is controlled though.
The theory on people saying it's controlled, right? You sign a contract to play basketball, you know, if you have an off night, you know what I'm saying, you might fuck the bookie in Vegas, you know what I mean? And then you're injured all of a sudden. That person's always injured. Always. Y'all don't know about that.
How they make the ball go in the hoop?
No, that's skill. If you, that's what I'm saying. You can have an
Yeah.
off night. Like you could just literally the
Okay.
odds maker could be like, this motherfucker sucks. like,
That part.
Paul's
You know how
worst.
much they get paid to not have an off night? And you know how many subs is waiting to come in that can do
No, they get paid to
similar
have off
thing
nights.
to not
Yeah.
have an off night as a team, as
I
an
don't-
organization?
I don't think LeBron got a sub.
They get paid to have off nights.
Brian ain't got a sub, but the team should come close to
They told
winning.
Kawhi Leonard to sit his ass down. He's like, you're not getting the ring this year, bro. That nigga walked off the court with no injury. And then they're like, he's getting his ACL repaired.
I don't watch the NBA.
You all of a sudden injured, bro. If you're good at, he's just good. He was supposed to lose in the first round. Niggas like, nah, nigga, I'm a beast. I'm gonna dunk on these bitch ass niggas. Ain't nobody dunking on niggas no more. I'm gonna do that shit.
Where's he from? Riverside?
Pomona? San Diego.
Oh, okay.
No, I wish.
No, he went to San
No.
Diego State. So
No, he's from Riverside.
That's what
Yeah.
I just imagine
He's
nigga
from
dunking.
Riverside?
Riverside.
Riverside, motherfucker.
And the Ball brothers are from Chino.
Who is?
The Ball brothers. I got to play against them.
Oh shit.
That's dope.
Yeah, they did me dirty, like both.
I
of
mean,
them.
they play each
Yeah,
other
like-
all day.
It was like, yeah.
You'd be good as hell at basketball. You got 3 niggas that's just right there that never have to leave the house.
That
Just
play-
be playing
Just
basketball
be
and shit.
playing ball, yeah. All 3 of the niggas in the league now. That's awesome. Who else is from California that's famous? The Diaz brothers and UFC, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're from like Stockton or some shit.
Yep.
So
That's
they grew up
The
punching
fighters,
niggas in the face.
the
Yeah.
UFC.
Yeah, that's a shitty town.
Do you watch UFC since you don't like basketball?
Whew, UFC. I try. That's brutal. I can't meditate on that. I be like, dang. I can't. I'm just like,
It's so funny.
people careers could be over in one match.
Yes,
Like
in
that's
1
a
minute.
huge risk.
In a second.
Shit.
Right. Nigga been
That's
training
a
for 10
huge
years.
risk. I don't even understand how they. Whew. Yeah, that's bravery.
Conor
Mm.
McGregor stepped back and broke his
Broke his
ankle.
shit.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
It wasn't
Yeah.
even
All
like
that.
an impact of. He stepped back.
He was just gonna gather himself.
Fuck, man.
Oh, listen.
And old boy saw it. Like, you sure you want to keep going? He was like,
His crazy ass probably would have if he could have stood up.
oh.
Put a pin in it.
I mean, he didn't
Give me
say
some
anything till
whiskey.
his bell rang.
And that was a compound fracture. Oh no, it wasn't. That's just when it pokes out.
Yeah, yeah.
Y'all think it's
Oh, yeah.
homosexuals in UFC?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's gays everywhere.
Open.
I
They
was just
have-
asking
they
what
got-
y'all thought.
they just
Thank
had
you for
the,
answering.
Sorry,
okay,
the aggression
okay.
of it.
They had the
It's pretty
guy
aggressive.
that
I didn't mean-
transitioned into a woman. They was like, bro, you can't be in here just beating up bitches, bro.
Wait,
Oh,
what
that's
you
a whole
say?
nother. We ain't even got time to talk about that.
Yeah,
We ain't even got
got
time. That's such a
for
long
that.
conversation, man. That's
Cyborg.
wow.
Beating the shit out. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
if
yeah,
somebody
yeah.
called, if your name's Cyborg, I would have been like, bro, come on, bro.
What if they weren't even? What if they didn't
What
even want to be
woman's gonna call-
transitioned?
I mean,
they just
like-
really didn't like women. That's so
Yeah.
bogus.
I always wanted to beat a bitch ass.
They just like got beef with their mom. They just like, I'm cutting my dick off.
Mark.
All right, my name is Mark Boyd, man. It's been Fresh J's podcast, man. It's been delightful. I'm Mark Boyd.
I'm Jonathan Tomlin on
This-
everything.
This is Barry Jones experience.
This is Katrina. It's been fun.
Give
Tony
me your
Asar.
socials.
ASAR.
Socials. Where can the people find you guys?
You can find me on Instagram, Trina with the Truth.
Tony Asar. ASAR. Boonies.
We out this bitch.